Hey there, Conquer Wall Street family. Trader Razor here with some important market updates. Grab yourself a coffee because we've got some big news we're watching that could shake things up in both the stock and cryptocurrency markets. I've been doing some serious thinking lately, and I want to share my top 5 concerns about the markets. These are the things keeping me up at night and making me more than just a little bit, a lot cautious about long term positions, especially those with our Trend Master Pro systems, which, as you know, typically hold from a few months up to a few years. And the first thing that's been on my mind is this whole Israel, Iran, United States situation. Those tensions are no joke. And the recent US airstrikes on Iran, their nuclear sites specifically, have really cranked up all the geopolitical risk we're seeing in the markets. And what's wild is that despite all of this, as I'm making the video right now, the markets are actually trading up. Now, they might not close up, but right now they're trading positive. And here's what worries me. Anyway, get back on track, Randy. Here's what worries me: the possibility of retaliation against the United States. I hate to even think about it or bring it up to you guys, but our borders have been open pretty much the last 4 years or so. They've been wide open. And the risk of a terrorist attack here in the United States is real. And let me go on the record as saying, I hope this doesn't happen. But if it did, if there are sleeper cells inside of this country and there would be a terrorist attack, this is one thing that could really rattle the markets. And that brings me to number 2 on my list. All this talk about recession, lower GDP, and rising inflation. This R word, the R word, we'll call it, like it's a 4-letter word, recession. It's popping up more and more in all the headlines. And the Federal Reserve just lowered their GDP growth forecast while bumping up inflation expectations. If these projects, I'm sorry, excuse me, guys, if these projections were to pan out, we could be looking at stagflation, which would be slow growth with high inflation. And typically, this is bad news for the stock market. And then there's number 3 that concerns me. It's the Washington debt situation. And also, there's a Moody's downgrade of US bonds that's kind of mixed into that picture. The debt issue is a big deal. This could possibly shake investor confidence. It could push up borrowing costs for individuals, and it could limit our financial wiggle room. That's a good way of putting it, wiggle room. While the US is still currently seen as a safe place to park your funds globally, a downgrade by Moody's could put a red flag on that situation, and it could possibly lead to some type of market turbulence moving forward. And then the 4th thing that really troubles me right now is Trump's, what does he call it? The big, beautiful tax bill. Well, currently that's in the Senate. And tax cuts, that's usually a good thing for the economy. You know, more money in individuals' pockets is good because when you have more money, you spend more money, and that's good for business and stocks go up. All good, right? But here's the thing. If the bill gets shot down or watered down in the Senate, it could cause a dip possibly in the markets because maybe they're pricing in good news with this. And right now, it looks like they're planning to possibly scale back some of the popular deductions and credits that have already been approved by the House. And then finally, the last point I have that concerns me is the fear index, or called also the VIX, volatility index. It's been creeping up lately. Currently, as I make this video, it's sitting around the 20 to 21 area right now. That's not a panic level. It's not super high, but it's definitely showing that the market is scared. In a roaring bull market, it usually trades somewhere around 15, sometimes even less than 15. And with all these issues that I've already discussed floating around in the atmosphere, I expect it to remain high. And when you have a high VIX, you are always subject to a news type event that could snap markets quickly to the downside. So until we get a lot of these issues resolved, I expect the VIX to stay elevated. Even today, the markets are up as I'm making this video, but the VIX is also up. It's usually the opposite. Usually the VIX will drop when the market's up, and we're not seeing that in today's market. So you're thinking, oh, this is all doom and gloom. I get it. Try not to panic. I'm not saying the sky is falling, but I want you all to be prepared. And I've been working really hard on something new for all you guys. One of the things I'm developing is some new trading systems. These are designed to work with inverse exchange traded funds for the S&P 500, the Dow Jones, and the NASDAQ. Some of you are already aware of that. And if the market would come down, I'm trying to develop some systems that would profit on a decline in the market, specifically in those inverse exchange traded funds. Currently, I'm still in the testing mode with this, but I'm hoping maybe by the end of this week, I'll have those out and going live. These new systems, if you're curious, they'll be part of the Momentum Matrix Pro feature. I think that's currently available only to our pro members. If you're not subscribed yet, now might be a good time. Check it out. You'll get access to these tools as soon as they are released. And remember, listen, guys, knowledge is power in this game. If you haven't been checking out our weekly market analysis videos, you're missing out on some serious insights. Those videos are packed with information to help you make smarter decisions. It's part of our free membership. Just scan the QR code, get yourself a free membership, and you'll get those at the end of every single week. Anyway, that's all I have for now. Thanks for listening to me. Stay sharp, stay informed, and let's navigate these choppy waters together. This is Trader Razor saying stay sharp and prosper. I'll talk to you next time.